gentlemen, your thoughts on one-day cricket in general and these bilateral series where just randomly you're playing 3 one-day games, which you sort of may forget about in 4 weeks from now.
Well, I prefer the one-day format. I still do. At international level, I prefer the one-day format to T20 cricket. I love the T20 franchise format. I love the tournaments, the IPLs, the Big Bash. I love everything about those.
So you like stick it to franchise?
Yeah.
I've international should be ODI.
I've said that many, many times, but it's not going to happen because that's where the money is, and I get that. But you've got to play one-day cricket. It's still the most coveted World Cup to win.
Yeah.
Any team will tell you they'd rather win a one-day World Cup than they would a T20 World Cup. So to me, it's still the game.
Here's my question. Are the cricketing authorities treating one-day cricket with the same reverence that you're treating?
I think there are two parts to it. One is cricketing authorities. There's not one agglomeration. There is the BCCI, which has its own agenda, the ICC, which has its own agenda. The richer cricket boards, India, England, Australia, who have their own agenda, the rest who have their own. So really, when it comes down, when I'm an official, I'm just saying, if there are more ODI matches, maybe I get a match in my stadium, which allows me to get so much money from the BCCI, which does all that.
Yeah.
My point is that what he's saying is he's coming from the point of view of the cricketer.
Yep.
Because as a cricketer, he is used to seeing skill at a certain level, okay? And see, the more you lower the odds, if I had to play a cricket game against Simon Dool, I'd like to have a one-over game or a one-ball game, because the shorter it is, the better the odds come towards me. The longer the format is, the more it suits him.
Yeah.
So the thing is that any good cricketer, so Virat Kohli would, playing the West Indies, always prefer 50 over to a 20 over, because he says luck's getting out of it now,
Yeah.
The more I go towards 50 overs, luck goes out of it. So cricketers will prefer it. The question is, will audiences prefer it? And that's the big question. I feel that it's neither giving them the perfection of a test match and all that, nor is it giving them the slam bang of a 20 over, which 3 hours, it's like, oh, I'll watch a movie, no, I'll watch a T20 match. So I think it's somewhere in that what you call, the middle is dead. I mean, ODI cricket, non-bilateral ODI cricket could be the middle today. That's my problem.
Okay, so here's the thing. You're saying, obviously extremely important ODI cricket. You're talking about authorities and in different parts of the world with different priorities. It shows today. Like, look at Sunday today. And what Gaurav Kalra said in the morning today, one of my favorite journalists, who said that today there is a red ball game, a white ball game, and a pink ball game that are happening. Right? All three are being played today on the same day. Right? It's quite interesting that that's happening. With ODI cricket, obviously everybody loves the World Cup. It's a coveted trophy. But it gets diluted in essence when, look at it. I mean, look at the priorities. Sri Lanka not playing a one-day international game for the next 6 months, right? You look at it, just have a look at this now. Teams post the World Cup, you have England have played no ODIs because they won the trophy and they said, that's it.
New Zealand still haven't got over the final, so they're not going to play another one.
They're like, we don't like this anymore.
Nothing.
India's played 3, nothing for Australia. So there you go, it's all single digits. It's been 6 months.
Yeah, but the build-up to the ICC World Cup, there was a 50-over game every day.
There was a glut of ODI.
There was a glutton of it. So now, building up to the T20 World Cup, which is in Australia next year, you will see 2020s played all the time. And I get that. From a board point of view, I get the fact that they want to play 2020s leading up to a 2020 World Cup. New Zealand, I think, have about 27 or 28 of them prior to the World Cup next year, which I have no problem with, because that is an important tournament. It's an ICC event. They want to find out who the best players are. So play those leading up, and you'll find leading up to the next 50-over World Cup, there'll be a whole lot of 50-over
So why
games.
can't we align that effort? Like right now, India's playing 9 ODIs from now till the IPL begins, right? 12 actually, including the 3 here, so 9 plus 3. Then you have Sri Lanka, who's not playing any till July. You have another team, I think, that's not playing till July. Pakistan is not playing. Why can't we align this? Like, well, then why is India playing these 12 in these piecemeal 3-game sort of bilateral series where Australia comes and says, hey, we forgot to play the one days last time.
There's a couple of makeups in that, isn't there?
So South Africa is a makeup.
Yes.
South Africa is like, how we promise our wives, or we tell them that we forgot our date night last month, so we'll do 2 this week, right? So stuff like, so why not align the effort then so that everyone's going, all right, we're excited. October, there's a T20 World Cup. Let's all play 20 T20 internationals, 25 T20 internationals till we go along. So there's a concerted effort of world cricket moving in the same direction.
Yeah, I have just one simple thing to say. Who runs world cricket? And there isn't an answer. there isn't an answer because
India does, of course.
the money-wise India does, but that's the thing. So there's the ICC, which is the board that controls it. But you think the ICC is going to tell India and England and Australia where to get off and what to do?
Yeah.
So all the time these boards are fighting with each other. The other boards are saying, why are they getting preferential treatment? Then you have the associate nations. So the point is, you don't have, like FIFA can turn around and say, this is what's going to happen. So FIFA actually in a year, has calendar days saying these are FIFA match days. So if you see FIFA match days, there are, these are the 8 days in the first part of the year, these are the 8 days in the other part of the year, saying you can play international matches only in this time.
Yeah.
So there is no such body to govern it. So what happens is that it's a mishmash of interests, makeups, boards trying to do their own things. I'm sure if Ganguly have come out here, I want a pink ball test. Great, I'm 10 days into the job, I would love to have a pink ball test. It's a great advertisement for the fact that I'm doing change. But was a pink ball test scheduled at that point in time? Is there a thought behind it saying every series will have one right now? It started with something where somebody got elected and did it.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm trying to say, that right now world cricket is in a very interesting stage for two parts. One is this 3 formats. No other game in the world will you find the longest format being the format that makes the least money.
Yeah.
So test cricket is your longest format, most skillful format, it makes the least money. A test sells for as much as a one-day match which sells exactly the same for a T20 match. So the extra overs and extra advertising actually just come right down.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. This is a very, very fascinating. Also, very few games have 3 international formats out there.